Crafters, this is Jerry with Crafty Stash, and I did a never-ending card just a moment ago, and this is the second type of a never-ending card. This one is, you can put like a picture on it, or these are just cut-aparts that I have, and cut them in 4 pieces, and it will go on and on and on. So this is done a little differently, and I will show you how to do that just really quick because it's so lovely. Okay, now you can do this with any size piece of paper. I did it with a little tiny itty bitty teeny weeny piece of paper like this, but to show you, I'm going to do it on a 12 by 12. It needs to be square. So what you're going to do first is fold it in half, and make sure you take your bone folder and you do your bone folding business, because it's really important to get a crisp score or fold. Okay, so you fold it in half that way. Then you take the bottom half and fold it into the middle. Again, fold it. Then you take the top half, fold it into the middle. Okay, you've done that side. Turn it around. Fold it in half. Then open it up. Fold it to the middle. Fold it to the middle. And then open it up. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 blocks. All right? Now, this means, now I would just use a plain sheet of paper. I wouldn't use a patterned sheet. Don't worry about it. If you're going to cover it anyway, it doesn't matter. So what you're going to do is fold it in half, and then you're going to cut out these 2 middle squares. So real quick, I will do that. So as you can see already, this is a lot different than the other way, because the other way you used 4 sheets of paper and glued them together. This is just 1 sheet, and it unfolds differently as well. Okay, so now you have a square piece. You throw that away or use it for later. Okay, now open it up again. Now, this means glue. So what we're going to do is we're going to take opposing corners. So we're going to take this corner and use a little bit of glue on it. Do a better job than what I'm doing. I'm just doing this for example. And then you're going to take the top part up here and glue this as well. That's it. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece and put it up. We're going to take this piece and put it down. Now, I would wait, give it some time to stick and dry. And in the meantime, you can do your bone folding thing again. Once that's dry, turn it around. Now, you're going to do the same thing, opposing corners. So as you can see, I put a little circle there to remind me, and this will be glued. This corner will be glued. Okay. Again, do a better job than I did. This is just for show. Fold this up. Fold this down. Okay. Now, let it dry. Make sure that those folds have not overlapped, just like in the other never-ending card. You don't want to have any of these pieces overlapping, or else you get a mess. Make sure your corners, everything is folded correctly, because we're going to be doing a lot of folding, unfolding. Okay. Now, you can take your, in this case, a 6 by 6, And like I did here, I took a 6x6 cut apart and I cut it into 4 pieces. Now what I would do, since this is going to be a solid color, you're not going to have pattern pieces unless you choose to do so, I would cut it shy of the square. So the square is going to be a 3x3 square. I would cut it just shy of that because you don't want it to be in the folds as you're folding this, and I discovered that as I'm doing this, some of the pieces were overlapping on the inside and such, and they were bending, and that this is not a perfect job. It was just my first try at it. And this one especially, I put it over the folds and I had to kind of trim it down. So to avoid that and to make it, you know, nice, I would take at least 1/8 off of all around. So if it's going to be a picture, because you could take a photo and put it on here and do that, make sure that your insides where the photo is going to meet is not cut. Just cut the outside part, okay, if you understand what I mean. So that when you put them together, they will be able to fold. And if you want a little, you know, piece around there, that's fine. Whatever works for you. So now you put one there, then you open this up, and that will open there. Make sure your crisp folds, and then you're going to open it up there. Put another whatever you're going to put there, and then you're going to open it up there. So as you can see, it's going to be a never-ending card. Okay, and it opens differently than the other one did because it's put together differently, but it will be a never-ending card. And I don't know why, but this particular one, this particular fold in both of these, and this is where I cut it on the inside. So make sure that you trim those, you know, perfectly to the, you know, to the folds. Don't let anything, you know, you'll see. You'll see. So you just keep going and going and going. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. And the more you know which way it goes. And there you do. Another never-ending card. How fun is that? Being kind is classy. And this is a lady boss. Or the boss lady, whichever. And we're also so lovely. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that, and go craft. Bye.